His Holiness Bhaktivinode Maharaj to come and offer his homage. Hare Krishna. Bhaktivinode Maharaj is very senior disciple of Guru Maharaj, serving as a General Secretary in South India, also the Temple President of Coimbatore, and preaching all over the world. Hare Krishna.
Mao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Nitinamane Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gauragata Damadaya Nagara Gramadarini. I find it extremely fortunate today, dear Guru Maharaj, that I am able to be here present amidst so many God brothers and God sisters who are very enthusiastically celebrating the Vyasa Puja and reveling in hearing the glories of your amazing service to Srila Prabhupada and the previous Acharyas. I remember that as soon as I got a little free from my material responsibilities, I was asked by you to go and become a temple president in Trivandrum, and I never wanted to do that. And quite a few of them together in a meeting forced me to go. And at that time, I was reluctant. And then you foo-fooed me away by saying, okay, he has got other plans in his life from devotional service, so we shall not talk about it. And that was a very sharp arrow that hit my heart. And I was forced to say yes within the next 24 hours. In this way, I had to join full-time as a temple president. I was, I think in history, the first new bhakta who went into the temple as a temple president. Since then, that was maybe 30 years back. Since then, I have watched under your guidance how ISKCON went through its different changes, its learning curve, and how you always stood up as tall and solid as a mountain, performing devotional service and leading many, many devotees and many other God brothers into understanding the mission of Srila Prabhupada and executing it. You were not only speaking it, but we are also walking the talk and preaching very actively, as has been related immensely here by others. I particularly appreciated how you were very determined to uphold Srila Prabhupada's instructions even at very trying times, and how very boldly you would preach, and your perspective of outreach, especially in terms of inclusiveness, in terms of including diversity, was very, very far-reaching. And I did learn a lot of lessons from that. What to speak about the fact that you were always prepared for anything that would come your way during your devotional service, during your travels, and how you would have a particular quick change and a mindset to accommodate anything new that happened. I remember that you once surprised your servant while I was in the room by sticking your feet from the backside on his face and asking him, put on the socks. And he said, I didn't expect that I had to put the socks from the backside. Then you said, in spiritual life, always expect the unexpected. And in this way I saw that when you arrived from your foreign travel for Rath Yatra, you had a headache, you were sick, and we had to go to the Rath site within few hours, and you took some rest and you were awakened by the devotees. And then you mentioned, this body is not fit for travel and preaching. Narada Muni has got a wonderful body that affords interplanetary preaching. That's the type of body we should have for traveling and preaching. Looks like this is not fit. So in this way, I was made to understand that you were stretching yourself to the extent and you found that this physical body was not fit. We can see in your present situation also, you think your physical body is not fit from the way you do things. We understand that it's not enough for you. On another occasion, you told me that Srila Prabhupada had instructed you to do many different types of services. And particularly he had told you to expand the Krishna consciousness movement unlimitedly. And we can see that you have done that to a great extent with your very great intelligence, innovativeness, and your resourceful thinking in how to bring Krishna consciousness to everybody wherever they are situated. So this is unprecedented in history that so many devotees would singularly take shelter of you and in this way derive Krishna consciousness very wonderfully. You have a very compassionate heart, and since we just passed through Ram Navami, I was just recollecting how some Sri Vaishnava scholars compare the whole Ramayana story. They compare Sita to a conditioned soul who is caught up in the material situation. Sita is in Lanka, and Lanka is supposed to be like the material body, the material situation. Ravana is supposed to be like the mind who is torturing the spirit soul with all negativities and material proposals. And Hanuman is God sent. He is sent by Rama. He is the Acharya, he is the Guru. And he comes to save Sita. And in this way, this analogy is drawn up. And it is mentioned the glory of Hanuman is that he very deeply felt what Ramachandra felt in separation from Sita. And therefore he understood that very intimately, deeply, and he went to get Sita back, and for that he did anything and everything that was there possible. So in this way it is mentioned that Hanuman had a very deep understanding and a great compassion. Similarly, I see that you have a great desire and feeling to have everybody into Krishna consciousness, into Srila Prabhupada's movement, so that they can get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So this is very special. So on this day, I lay my prostrated obeisances at your dust of your lotus feet and beg for offenses that I have committed knowingly and unknowingly. I have many times taken liberty to express myself very freely with you, both in management and in other aspects, and you've always been very inclusive and accommodating. In the process, I may have also been offensive, and I beg pardon for those offensive acts and request that you always confer your mercy on me, that I may be able to be instrumental in serving you and in your mission to satisfy Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki.